Hello and welcome back to Candy's Crafty Closet. So last time you visited me, I was starting to make my junk journal for the upcoming cruise that we went on, and I decided to go with paper from this collection here. If I can find a year on it, I will let you know. I should have looked at that before I turned on the camera probably. No, it does not say. Yeah, no indicator when this was put out, but I'm almost positive I got this from Hobby Lobby several years ago, so you probably won't be able to find this exact one, but you might be able to find one similar to it. Since I've had this collection for a while, I have made out of it before, so I have most of the, actually every bit of the journal cards cut down for it already, so that is great. Some of the work is done for us. So I pulled out some of additional papers, because we pulled some from our travel cruise folder that we had. I pulled some from this one here to add to it to give me plenty of options. Okay, so to show you what we are working with here, these are the pages I just pulled out. We have all of our extra bits and bobs that I've been collecting. We'll see how much of these we actually use. Got all of that. And then this was our original picks for this collection, or for this project, I should say. Let's zoom you in a little bit. So when I went into that bag, there was some branding strips. So I pulled those out. And then this here is what I showed y'all in the video last time, was all of my papers and what I picked out for this collection that I thought would go well in envelopes, all my extras. So now that I have everything together, I'm going to pick out, I want to do 3 signatures, so I'm going to pick out 3 main pages that I want to be my signatures. So I will bring y'all back when I'm done with that. Okay, now that I got an idea of what pages I want to use for my signatures, I laid out all of my pages for each signature. So this will be my first signature here. My middle signature, I'm doing 3, so this will be my middle signature here. The very middle of the middle signature will be this piece of paper here. So my journal has to be at least wide enough to accommodate this heart, so this gives me a first idea of how big of a journal I want, and at least that height as well. That is the middle signature. As you can see, when I went and pulled my specialty papers, I usually do 2 or 3 of each one, because I usually do 3 signatures in my journals, and 2 or 3 of each one gets me there, because not every signature has to be the same, but I like it to be similar. And then this will be the last signature here. It has some detail up here. Those will be the pages we use for the very last signature. So now what I do is, whichever ones need to be folded in half, I do that. Oh, I need to grab some coffee dyed paper. So we're going to have 1 page of coffee dyed paper in every single signature as well. Oh, and also in our front signature and our last signature, we are going to have an envelope. I know that we're going to be getting a whole bunch of things when we first set off, and then when we're finishing up, I might need another one too. So we're probably going to decorate these once they're already in the books. So I'm going to put that there, and let's get some coffee dyed paper and start folding. I pulled out some coffee dyed graph paper that I also put some green ink into when I did it, so I thought that that would go perfect with this collection. I'm going to show you here the starting of my first signature. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my base page in just a moment, but I wanted you to see how this is coming together. And so I loved like the green in this page, bringing out the green in that one. And then I pulled out this. I got this off of Amazon, and it's like creamy feeling. I love it. And then I like the way the brown looked against that. I might bring this forward like that. That's probably what I'll end up doing. I don't know. I like it the other way. But really, do I want my envelope to be my center? So this is what I go through as I'm building my layers, and I think, do I want to put, because I'll be able to actually read it, do I want to put one of the music pages here? Do I want to put the colorful page down? I'm not sure, because I kind of like these to like add on, but I'm gonna have a lot of add-ons once this journal is complete, I'm hoping. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're gonna stick with this for right now. We might find another paper to go here. We might not. I don't know. But that's the beginning of our first signature there. This page here, I want to preserve this. I don't want to cut down hardly anything on this page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half a little bit shy, because this paper, when I stick it in there, you can see there's probably 1/4 of an inch on either side that I'm going to have to cut down, and I would lose some of this picture. So I'm going to fold it just a wee shy using my handy dandy eyeballs to see if that would be enough. And then we won't be trimming. If we do have to trim, we won't be trimming as much off of here. So we're going to fold that in half. And then, because we want to make a pocket, it has to be at least this tall. So we're going to bring this all the way up to the top. We could have a pocket this deep. See how much that would cover up of that page though? So we would have to decide if we wanted a pocket that big, and it would show all of that upside down, if you see what I'm talking about. I think it's easier if I just show you. So like this will be the outside of the signature. Once I fold this up, let's see how tall we need to make it first of all. So it needs to be at least 8.5. So, we need to take our branding strip off. That's going to give us an inaccurate read. And we need to take off this rough edge too. So that's going to help us out as well. Okay, go back to our folded piece of paper, open it up, and see this one would just be plain, and instead of it being plain, we are going to fold this up and make a pocket. See that? And then we'll have to split it in the middle, but I'll show y'all how that works. It needs to be at least 8.5, right? Not 8. Let's see. At least 8.5. We're going to use our eyeballers and go right there and see if that works before we smush it and make a crease. Oh yeah. See how we can't see those pages inside of it at all? And we'll just have to trim down this here. Okay. So let's make sure this is not a funky length that we'll have to contend with. That's about an 8 3/4. I don't know if you can see that. So that's a good size. So we'll make our journal cover. So with this being 8 3/4 by 6 and, oh, well, we're going to cut that off. So it's going to be a little over 5.5. So we're going to need to make our journal. 6 would probably be too much. You know what? We're probably going to make it 6 by 9. I think that would be a good size. So let's trim off this extra and straighten things up, because look, we've got a wonky thing going on here. And I have a feeling I'm not going to go for perfection on this, since it's for me and not someone else. If something isn't perfectly straight or something rips, I'm not going to care too much. I keep every little scrap until I'm absolutely done with my project, just in case I might need it. Like this could be, you know, that could be a pull right there. You could cut that off. It's already folded for you. That could be a pull for a tag right there. Okay, so that is signature number 1. I like how it has this up top where I can put some labels or something. And this is our little pre-made pocket all ready for us that we don't even have to make. Now I have found that you need to notch this out here. So let's do that really fast. Let me show you how I do that. So just go, you see your crease? So just go right on the opposite side of that crease. And as you get down to the bottom, kind of fold in. And then same on this side. Go right on the other side of that crease, and then taper it in. Okay, so see, it takes out just a little notch, but it's enough that when you fold it up and like actually have it bound in your signature, it's not puckering here, because I've made that mistake on a previous journal. So there you go. That is our very first signature. I love the green. I'm already loving the green. I just need to figure out my envelope. I don't like that in the middle. Maybe once I decorate it, we'll make it pretty. Okay, I'm going to fold up the rest of my signatures and then I'll bring you back to see what it's looking like. I have worked on our signatures. This is what we've got going so far. So our first signature, we folded up the bottom part of the page to make a pocket here. Graph paper, decorative paper, our, I don't know, designer paper. I'm not even going to try to name them. We got papers in here. And I know this doesn't make a huge difference, but I turned the envelope over and I like that better. I think that was throwing me off. I like that better. So that's our first signature right there. Then we're going to put these bits in here with paper clips or in pockets. So keep those together. This is our second one here. Same thing, our extra bits. Graph paper. Fishy paper. Yummy paper. And then our heart. And then, ooh, I gave it away. This is our last signature, and it had this tiny detail on this page here, and I wanted to preserve that. So I made this signature just a little bit more narrow than the other ones, where I could steal some of that paper and bring it around for a tuck. You see that? So like the page was, you know, the whole page was like this. So I wanted this picture specifically, so I folded it just enough to make it deep enough for a tuck and to show the picture. And then I just folded that in half, and whatever I was left with that, I was fine with whatever we got. So that will make a pocket there. And then our extra, oh, let's put these back in. Middle signature, extra bits. Wait. Yeah, extra bits. Graph paper, fishy paper, yummy paper, pretty paper. We're going to turn it this way though. And envelope turned this way. So once I get to this stage here and I know what my signatures are going to look like, some people, they decorate their signatures outside of the book. When I do that, I tend to make my pockets and stuff like too close to the edges, and then they don't work once they get actually sewn into the book. My next step at this stage right here is to make my actual cover and everything, and I'm going to show you what pages I'm going to use for that. So for the front of the journal, I'm going to take this piece right here and have travel log across the top of it. I'm going to try to make another pocket fold around the front of the book where I can keep this explore right here. This I'm thinking to be the back, and then this the inside covers. And then my spine, I'm thinking of making this, like behind the pages peeking out, will probably be this. So I hope y'all enjoyed seeing how I do the process of putting together my signatures. If you would like to see more, come back next time and we will be building our cover and decorating it and all of that, and possibly even binding our pages in. We'll see how far we get next time. But I hope that you enjoyed visiting my closet today, and remember, go out there and find something that brings you joy.